Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready War Room Edition. I am Jim, back again.
I am Nate, still here, and we couldn't get not Steve, so we got not Kevin either today.
It's my brother.
It's not my brother. Well, welcome back, both of
man.
you. Yeah, we see that.
You've been here for a week full of episodes. Thank you for showing up.
You look at you, rededicating your life to the cause. We love you.
It's a short line. So thank you.
Well, you hold all the honors. All right, well, you guys know how this works, obviously. So anybody out there watching, this is our War Room Edition where we pull the headlines off of media sources, quote unquote, and we talk about them from the perspective of veterans, whether we read about it or not, just like all of you do. And we'll draw a conclusion. Come on, one of these you have to have read, right?
I read the headline, but not the article, yes.
Let's go on with the first one then. DF-26, China's new missile planned to kill a Navy aircraft carrier from a distance.
Who's Navy? Again, I didn't read the article.
Maybe it's their own.
Hey, if it works as well as half the stuff I've got that's made in China, that's probably what'll happen.
Well, you know they say, right, that they talked about the coronavirus was the first thing China's made that lasted this long.
You know, I always ask questions about the headlines to you because I never read the articles. What is DF-26?
It's the name of the missile.
Delta Force? I don't know.
Don't fire.
Oh, no, DF-26. DF-26 is probably the new missile plan. You're absolutely right. Not Kevin. Yeah. Is that your name today? I don't even know what your name is anymore.
That's what the colon means, I think. The colon, the two dots.
Yeah.
Not the colon, the one that you...
I thought the colon... Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's a completely different colon.
Yeah, no,
that's a different missile plan.
That's not a silo!
That'll kill an aircraft for sure. Oh, an aircraft carrier. My bad. Whoa. So if this is real...
And from a distance, 5 feet, 10 feet, a mile, you know.
Don't flatter yourself. So really, if this is real, though, what do you think?
I mean, China's still got the same general issue that they've always had. They can defend themselves, but I mean, what good is that going to do if they need to go somewhere? It's not. I mean, you know, they've got 1 million man standing army, blah, 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 blah. That's the same, you know, horse shit that we were hearing back when we were in, you know, but they can't move them. They can't supply them. They can't whatever, you know, so as long as you don't go to China, what difference does it make?
Yeah. And here's my thing. So China has a missile that can kill a Navy aircraft carrier. So does the United States. So
yeah, I was going to say we have ICBMs. So like,
so who cares if someone else is trying to defend their own country too? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though they're communists and we don't like them, but whatever.
I think you guys don't know what the DF-25 did. That's why you don't know.
You wait till the DF-27 comes out.
It's going to be.
I've already got mine pre-ordered on Amazon, bro. Like
the DF-27. The DF-27 is gonna destroy a Navy aircraft carrier, not just kill it, but destroy it.
Right.
You know, it's just stamped "Made in China," and that's all they need. All right, let's kill this one. Nothing exciting about that. Now, Dave Chappelle calls on LA District Attorney to correct the mistake after office declines to file felony charges against his attacker.
If you are attacked and you want to press charges, don't they have to press charges and take it to court? I mean...
Well, the piece you're missing, though, Nate, is LA has passed all this crazy rules that they don't no longer prosecute certain things.
Well, Dave Chappelle needs to go whoop that guy's ass then and not get charged.
Oh, that guy got his butt whooped. I don't know if you saw
I
that.
saw the picture. No, I think he fell on the stairs.
Yeah, he fell down the stairs backwards, I think.
No Polly, no Avery, no statement. That's the way I found him.
Yeah. And it was dark, so they couldn't get much footage.
He slipped and fell. I was putting handcuffs on. I don't know.
Does any of this sound familiar?
I know nothing.
He must have been a good arty guy.
You know, I'm not familiar with the entirety of this story, but I mean, you know, this wouldn't happen to have anything to do with, you know, Dave Chappelle and his, you know, unpopular opinions in his stand-up comedy, would it? I mean, surely you couldn't have that level of corruption going on in the City of Angels now, could we?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why exactly he attacked him, but people are pointing at what Will Smith did to Chris Rock, and it was what happened. So that people think they can do it to other comedians now and get away with it.
He didn't get away with it legally. He did, but he didn't get away with it completely.
Well, he ain't being charged.
Well, he went to the hospital. I don't know. I'd rather be charged and acquitted than my arm all twisted behind my head. But yeah, the Will Smith was the one angle, and then I think right afterward Chappelle made a comment about this was the LGBTQ mafia or something.
Oh yeah,
So
I don't know.
maybe,
I guess I don't know the whole story of why he got attacked, but either way, you don't. But they're the people of peace. Why are they attacking people?
right.
The people of love, right? Yeah, tolerance, yeah, inclusive. We include everybody, except those we don't like that don't agree with our views. Attack them.
But then, like you said, they don't have guns, so what do they do?
They can look at the video, look at the picture of when the guy was leaving. They didn't do much. I don't know how bad.
He even had. Did you see he had one of those gun knives? You know, like a Swiss gun knife.
Yeah.
He had it on, but he didn't bring it up.
Use it. Yeah, I don't know how bad Dave Chappelle got hurt, or if he got hurt at all. I mean, obviously he got attacked, but I don't know how bad he got attacked. But Dave Chappelle's face didn't look like the attacker's face when I saw the next pictures.
Yeah. And it just
but yeah, like you said,
that he got surprised.
It's ridiculous. How do you have to? Hey, press charges. Press charges. I mean, nah, he just attacked you. We don't press charges on that.
It's
the law. Well, I'm telling you, dude. It's the law.
I mean, I don't understand it. Either do we live in a society where we are accepting and we're civilized, and I mean, because that's supposed to be the whole storyline, right? Is, you know, you're supposed to be accepting of people, and you're supposed to be, you know, in a civilized society, you're supposed to be accepting and inclusive and blah 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 blah. But I mean, what is civilized about jumping up on a stage or you know, out of a crowd and, you know, socking somebody in the fucking face? I mean, like, I don't, you know, it's.
Well, you know what I heard recently that kind of strikes a nerve with this part. Once they label you the enemy, then none of the rules apply.
No.
Which is why there's like a double standard here. Like, once they treat you like you're the Nazi leader, then none of these standards apply. I mean, it goes back to the old adage, you know, if you knew Hitler back in the day and you had a chance to kill him, would you kill him? You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you're still killing somebody. Like, I mean, you know, well, so they think it's justified.
I mean, I am not a, I'm not a big condoner of violence in any scenario, really. I mean, now obviously as a former military person, you know, like there are points where, you know, there's no other option. But I mean, it gets to that point when your life is threatened. That's when that line gets crossed, in my opinion, because I don't speak for everybody in the armed services.
You used to.
But I mean, no, that was my brother, man. Come on.
Oh, my bad.
Keep up, Jim. Damn. But I mean, you know, just this guy says something I don't like and it hurt my feelings, so I'm gonna hit him. No, dude, that is not acceptable.
Well, we saw what happened when he felt that way. He didn't like him, but he got his ass whooped in the end.
Well, I
rightfully
mean,
so, he deserved it. So whatever.
I mean,
Yeah, but
some
how
might
easily-
call that karma.
But how easily could they have turned on Chappelle's people or the people that let him fall down the stairs? You know what I mean? Because now he might turn around and sue them, and they might get charged.
Yeah, well, I mean, if jackasses on the internet keep talking about it and giving him ideas, he might do that. Shut up,
Right?
Jim.
Because they're not smart enough to think of it. They don't have $1 million lawyers to do this stuff.
But Hunter Biden does to pay his tax bills.
Yes, I've heard.
That was 2 days ago.
Well,
I know, but
still news.
So
I
old school.
just watched the episode today because my brother was in that one.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Belarus moves special forces to Ukraine border.
So I just had to do the old internet search. Belarus has 62,000 active soldiers. We have military installations that have more active soldiers than that. They couldn't even meet one of our military installations one-on-one.
But they are a supporter of Russia.
Well, yeah, they moved them to the border so they can help pull Russian tanks out, probably, because they're going to need help soon.
Yeah, I'm just saying they are considered an ally to Russia.
Yeah, but Russia, before this war started, a lot of people were like, oh, shit, not Russia, not Russia. Now I'm like, yeah, let's fight Russia, because obviously they can't even take over a country that's being mostly defended by non-military personnel. Which is good for Ukrainians. They stood up, defended their country. They beat an army that's supposed to be legit. Whatever. Belarus, special forces, Ukraine border. Belarus, where they can get wiped out next to, like the Russian army did. I mean,
You said they had how many soldiers?
62,000.
Okay, well, how many of those 62,000 are the special ones? I mean, how special are we talking here? Are we talking about short bus window licking special? Or are we talking like, they don't have to shave in uniform special? I mean, there's two different grades here, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not impressed by the headline, Jim. It's Belarus' special forces. I mean, okay.
What are you talking about? We're average veterans. These guys are special forces. They deserve some headline.
Well, you call us average veterans. Not all of us think we're average. Some of us are below average.
I was waiting for that because believe me. I saw a guy in the advertisement just today. I keep seeing this advertisement. This guy, former special forces contractor, CIA, like all these little things he's naming. I'm just sitting here like, dude, what a doofus! Like, are you kidding me? I don't even know what he was selling. I don't even know. Maybe he's writing a book. I don't know.
Maybe he's in
Whatever.
the Belarus. Maybe he
Probably
went to
vitamin
Belarus.
supplements.
Yeah, right. Or some weight loss program, or I don't know. Either way.
But
All
what
right,
does
then let's go-
what does this mean to you, Jim? I mean, does it impress you that Belarus moved their special forces to the border?
Well,
I mean,
maybe it doesn't impress me because even from the beginning, Belarus was supporting Russia, allowing
Sure.
them entrance through to go the invasion. But the fact that Belarus is getting involved, if they're moving there for a reason, it means something's escalating. Because why would Belarus get involved when they could simply just put their 62,000 where they want them and let Russia pass through?
well, as we said a couple episodes ago, maybe they're waiting for that 40 billion to drop from the sky that we're going to provide Ukraine. They're going to snatch it up.
Good idea. Maybe they're the collectors. Maybe they're the ones who go in and collect anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
They're the launderers.
Well, let's move the special forces to the next headline.
Yeah, all right. Good idea. How outlawing abortion could worsen America's maternal morality crisis. I know you guys love this stuff.
So I feel like there are few things in the headlines. I mean, even with Russia and and COVID and political corruption and blah 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 blah. There are very few topics in this country that are more polarizing than the abortion argument right now.
Well, I mean, everything's polarizing now, right? You can say it almost about everything now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like to, I don't know. I feel like the abortion conversation is just, everything else is 10 and abortion's 11. Like it is, and because especially the hardcorest people of this discussion are the hardcorest of the hardcore. Like, it's murder, it's my body, it's my choice, blah 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 blah. And this is the one argument where people are that insanely intense about it, and I personally feel like it's legitimately justified.
Does America have a bad maternal morality rate as it is now? I mean, they're saying it's a crisis. Is it like the COVID crisis, or are they just throwing words in there to make it seem like it's bad? I'm talking about the headline itself. I'm not even talking about abortion itself. I'm just talking about the headline itself. Do we really have a maternal mortality crisis in America right now as it is?
No, we don't.
This you could tell. This is a left-leaning media source, and that's why I threw this in there, because that is what it speaks. Crisis. Everything is a crisis, just like you were saying, polarized. I think most Americans on abortion sit in the middle. There's not many people that say, no, you shouldn't be allowed to get an abortion. They're like, okay, we have limitations here. You're not killing a baby after 6 months in your belly. Like, most people, even the people who say birth is a conception, still the rape, the incest, all those things, they're willing to make those concessions, and they're willing to sit somewhere in the middle, compromise. So these arguments are usually brought to the extreme just to make your point seem more valid.
By the 0.1%,
right,
of either side.
Of both sides. Yes, correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's the crazy part about it, right? Because it's I get so sick of hearing this line over and over again, because you hear the pro-abortion extreme crowds, that 0.1% from that end that are like, I'm tired of white men telling me what I can do and can't do with my body. And I'm like, what do you mean white men? And I mean, they say that in reference to the vast majority of
Supreme Court.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, I mean, some of the most staunchly anti-abortion people that I know personally are female.
right.
I mean, and again, just from my own personal experience, the vast majority of men I know, regardless of racial whatever, are kind of, it's not my place.
Yeah, but that's a coward thing, though. Like, who do you think put the baby in there?
I completely agree with you.
Who do you think's going to pay in many different ways? Whatever she chooses, you're going to pay anyway. So how is it not ours to discuss? Maybe it's not my job to discuss what exactly you're doing in this thing, but that's my child too.
No, sometimes it's not always her decision. Sometimes it's a joint decision what they want to do.
Sure.
Yeah,
and it should be.
But that's relationship driven. Legally, what you have to say matters shit. You have nothing at all.
But that's garbage, though. That's garbage.
And here is my biggest beef with the abortion argument, honestly, and it kind of comes from exactly what he was just saying. My biggest beef with the abortion argument is the hypocrisy of it. Because let's say hypothetically, Jack and Jill go up the hill and Jill comes back knocked up. Okay? if Jill wants to go out and flush this fetus down the toilet, she is perfectly within her right, any way, shape, or form, right? Whether Jack wants her to do it or not. Jack could be, disgustedly distraught. He's in love with a child he's never met, and blah 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 blah. They don't care. It doesn't fucking matter. If she wants the fetus flushed, the fetus is flushed. He has Jack no input whatsoever.
Maybe Jack should have jacked off then.
I agree with that, but but at the same time, if she comes down pregnant and she wants to keep it, and Jack is like, no, that busted condom was not my fault any more than it was your fault. I don't want a child. Blah 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 blah. That doesn't make a hill of fucking beans. When she gives birth to it, and she takes his ass to court, he's paying for it for 22 years. Whether he wants to or not.
Right.
And,
that is crap, and that's why I don't even entertain the argument, and that's why I don't listen to people and say, oh, men have no say in this. And let's be real. Why do we keep ignoring the first choice you had? You put the penis in. It's just that simple. You let it in, you put it in. Those were all choices. Let's not forget that one.
Well, like he just said, he tried to use protection, but the protection didn't work.
Okay, so fair enough. Fair enough. But at the end of the day, what is the argument? The biggest argument for the abortions are, well, they won't have a life because then now they can't go to school or they can't hold a job and this baby's an inconvenience. That isn't an accident per se all the time. What you're talking about is rare occurrences. The most common thing is I want to have sex, I want to have fun, I want to feel good. Oops, I got pregnant. Now what do? Oh, you better get rid of it because you're only, whatever. Your life's going to be miserable now. It's just stupid.
You have kids, Jim. Is your life miserable?
No. I love my children. I wouldn't change it for the world. My life got a little more difficult, but it got a lot more rewarding.
There you go.
And guess what? I'm contributing to the future of this world.
Did you get a haircut recently?
I did, but not enough. I'm actually going to get it short again.
Totally off subject.
It's getting hot out, so I need to. Anyways, it's about time to end this one anyway. So, you got any last words? Still not Steve or what? I don't know what your name. No, not Kevin either. I can't keep up with your name.
Yeah, my brother is Steve. God, it's not that hard to make the distinction, fellas.
Well, yeah, it is that hard, and that's what got us in this predicament anyway. But thanks for watching. Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks. Get on the show. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.